Hey guys, my Hexe here, finally able to play again Danganronpa. Uh, I honestly need more time for myself. Work is consuming me, but I couldn't help thinking about really this game is really immersive. I mean, I couldn't stop thinking about how the game is going to change from now on because, well, supposedly we are dead now. We are no longer students of Hope's Peak Academy, so I guess we are going to join Kirigiri and look at the depths of the school, solving the mysteries of the school and whatever. But yeah, I'm really curious of what's really going to happen. Actually, how many chapters there are? Maybe I am the last chapter already, and I'm not even aware of that. Oh my god! Well, for sure, I will think there won't be a trial that I will be participating anymore. But let's see. Now it's all story time, I guess. Well, let's begin. The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused a tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting around the world. Wait, so we are saying that there are multiple people? I thought that we were thinking that there was only one person and that one person was the one that killed everyone in that room. Okay. The most desperately awful group of people ever. Yeah, group of people. Now we are talking about group of people. That is the mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now, we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. So, what's the plan? Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room? Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I will never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
So,
that's right. Then 2 plus 2 equals opening the door with that key. Then we should be able to use it on the door, right? Hey Kyoko, we can use the key of yours to open this door, right?
so
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid into the keyhole. And then... Yes! It opened! And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Oh. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate date. Okay, all the ultimates. I wonder if everyone that is left is going to live a life of this school. If that is a good ending, to call it something. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up, like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. Thanks for not showing Kirigiri's underwear, as you did with Sakura. I still remember. I am still angry about that. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Ne.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you say that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you are the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
それは
Ever since I can remember, that is yesterday. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then, is your family famous?
違うわ
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So,
そう
because we take pride in it. Pride?
ええ
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we have made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort?
そうね
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and we do what we must do to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. So that explains. Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
でも
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh?
私は
In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I didn't know it was something a true kitty-gitty detective will never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you want to reconnect with your dad, right? There is no shame in that.
Eh?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'll be reuniting after all those years, right? You had so much to talk about.
違うわ
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
だけど
There is something I want to say to him, though. What? So, for any Latino viewers that are listening to me right now, imagine if Kitty Kitty just want to say, Te odio, viejo lesbiano. That would be so funny.
私は
No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him, face to face. Viejo lesbiano. What is it?
それは
Okay, it was related to viejo lesbiano. I wonder, but Kitty Kitty, if you want to sever all ties with him, you didn't need to do anything. Literally. He ever disappear, right? I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still very young, so I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, he had a promising future,
だけど
but he has no interest in detective work, so he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather and they had a huge argument, and young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there is a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wants to take you with him.
そう
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't, even if you were below her, you will see her panties. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional.
私は
I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
だけど
But there's one thing that I can never forgive. Really?
それは
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind, like I said. I think it was a good thing.
でも
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day.
私は
His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
そう
That's why I have to find him and tell him we are no longer family. In order to settle the past. In order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, to just cut him out like that? Hey, here Makoto, hear me out. Even if it's family, if they are fucking horrible, you need to cut them. It doesn't matter if it is family. If they are awful people, you need to cut them off. I'm still not sure if Kyoko's motive... Well, yeah, Kyoko's motive is enough to cut ties with him, but I'm not sure why, if that's enough reason to search for your dad just to tell him, you suck, viejo lesbiano, and just go away, unless she's planning to kill him or something.
違うわ
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? Soul? No.
ね
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I say nothing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Looks like this is it.
え
On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We are back.
そうよ
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? Oh, I'm fairly certain that's where we will come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing, but there's a camera in there, isn't it? I reach my right hand up and push against the hatch. The hatch opened with ease, and so... Looks like we are back. But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. I can't exactly say we are safe and sound, but at least we are out of there. Now we are back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. There are cameras! There are cameras in here! Look at this! Okay. this how we got out of the garbage pit? I never would have imagined that's where this led. What's the plan now? Yeah, so now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you two, you helped me, so they might. You're worried? Yeah, of course.
じゃあ
Then let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
つまり
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
でも
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we are found out. And it's not like we can run away. As she said that, she pointed to a nearby surveillance camera, yeah. So, as long as it is not against the rules to survive your ultimate death, you're good to go. We're actually going to continue living our life in Hope Speed Academy? That's so funny. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry, what you think is going to happen isn't.
だって
Because the mastermind is the one that's near. The mastermind is his near. You say something like that before. What does it mean?
それは
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukura's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
そう
If we could talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it will be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little... super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
ええ
Monokuma should be in the gym.
行きましょうか
Let's get going. How do you know he's there? Can't you just, like, shout for him? Like, hey Monokuma, I'm here. Glad to be back. I am taking the long path because I'm not sure if I will be able to see this part of the school again later. Hey, kitty kitty, mind if I... mind if I do some Monokuma matching right now? Yeah! Because I don't know when I will be able to return here. Okay, let's keep spending only one coin until we get 50%. Yeah, look at that, we didn't have that. I want to get that achievement of getting all the gifts available. Okay, let's repeat it. I think that's also repeated. I think that's new. Oh no, it was repeated already. Repeated. I think it says repeated. Oh no, I'm getting a lot of repeated items. Yeah. Oh, lucky! That's also new, I believe. Or not? I don't remember. Just bear with me a little, please. Because I don't know if this might be my last chance to do this. Not lucky. That's new item. Okay. I'll do 5 times more, and that's it. Because I don't want to bore you to death here. Okay. 1. 2. 3. Lucky. I think Hira will like that one. It's still 3. Okay, we've had that already. 4. 5, and that's a weird thing, and we got lucky. Okay, let's repeat it, but it's okay. Okay, let's go. Thank you, Kitty Kitty, to let me spend a little bit of my money there. Oh wait, I'm in the wrong direction. What's going to await us there? Look at him, he's so furious. Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he would react. Are we really gonna be okay? You weren't supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
None.
So what if I did? What would you do?
If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again, and this time I won't leave anything to chance.
Kyoko, do whatever you feel you have to. What? But before you do, let me just say one thing. If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that it matters to you, right?
I lose? You! Explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you want an excuse to kill me. I was supposed to be chosen as a Blacken and then executed, right?
Hey, what are you talking about?
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The result of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person will protect another like that. And in response to that unexpected development, you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation, no more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well. But then, there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that will throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you killed him. I love you, Chihiro. I pray for you every time I play this game. Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mokuro. You did. So executing Makoto for it will surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blacken is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right?
And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Blacken is me and not Makoto?
Yeah!
And you can prove this, right?
So,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that.
What is this? A comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence?
別にいいじゃない。
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
そうよ。
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there's only ever one. There is only ever one absolute truth.
And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type.
Oh, this is making me think of how Umineko. Sorry that I that I compared this game so much to Umineko, but you understand that they are so much alike. This Danganronpa being more active for the player, because Umineko is more like a visual novel until the very end. But in Umineko, they're always telling you like maybe there's more than one truth. One truth for you is not the truth for another person, and that doesn't mean that both truths are that one of the truths is incorrect. But for Umineko is more for emotions, emotional things. This is facts. We are talking here about facts.
だって、
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have fear for his life, fear another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. Like I was trying to. He would have been gripped by the despair you so loved to inspire.
でも、
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
え
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
え、ね
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this will be extremely displeased. Huh?
え、そうよ。
Imagine what everyone out there will think if you kill Makoto. They will assume that you kill him because what we said is exactly right.
いいわね。
Despair can never kill hope.
ね
Of course, you can say we are just making up this all up. You are welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
え、そうするべきよ。
then I suggest you take my advice.
So, what is this advice of yours?
そう。
To do Makoto's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
そこで最後の勝負をしましょう。
It's time for the one
希望と
last.
絶望をかけた
Oh,
最後の勝負よ。
thank you, Kiriri.
ね
Well, that will make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, this will be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason will the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They will probably just execute me without any other word.
Omoshiroi. Interesting. Very interesting indeed.
Barry?
どうかしたクマ
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes. Now, what you have suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
つまり
Does that mean you accept?
If we do things your way, that will be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it will cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I am prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory? Let's have one final grisly showdown.
He agreed. Then we still have a shot at this.
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer's barely a fitting end. For this final face-off, you will have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here.
All the mysteries.
That's right, every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that, then I'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
Koalas are not birds. That's what we have been trying to do all along. Or they are. Not they are marsupials.
Okay, well, good. Then let's bury it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of this school, then you win. But if you can't do all of that,
We all face execution, right?
I can barely contain my excitement.
When you learn to...
When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me?
We are as excited as you are, I'm sure. But when we have uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out. Yeah, I also didn't hope. I didn't also think it would turn like this. But okay, I'm pretty glad that it's going this way. But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
I remember that for sure. So what?
As I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement?
You don't have to be so suspicious. I have said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations, and having a trial for Mokuro is no exception to that.
Huh? Mokuro's trial is no exception. Then it's part of the regulations, which would have to mean that whoever killed Mokuro...
It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
What? Are you telling the truth? Why did he go quiet all of a sudden?
I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, will ya?
Why so mad? Is this a meme from the 2010s? He seems emotionally unstable.
Leave me alone. Get out of here.
Oh, okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go?
I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
Come on, Makara. Let's go. Okay. Monokoma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walk away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. Okay, yeah, that's a turn of events that I wasn't expecting, but I'm glad. I like that. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. What do you say, Kirigiri? Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
だけど
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy will accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown today.
それは
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
だって
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let her guard, like I said. So when was it that the mastermind let her guard down?
それは
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, she definitely said that.
ね
And what did you think when you heard it? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
そうよ
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing's extremely difficult to pull off.
だけど
And yet, somehow, the mastermind was able to do it.
つまり
But think of another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason.
それは
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other. Do you want to show the world?
どうやら
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all the rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
つまり
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
そう
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
ね
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope Speak, right? A certain concept. You are talking about hope, right?
そうよ
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair. The mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal as the ultimate despair. What? I mean, yeah, I did think that was the point that they want to prove, but only that? I need a more concrete answer to that. They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
そうね
You are right. It is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair will devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really the only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
苗木くん
I know how angry it must make you, and yet, that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
つまり
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored the rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
少なくとも
At least, that's how those who are watching this will have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
そうよ
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished, but in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me. Yeah, thank you for reminding me that poor Junko is dead, and I like her.
そう
So instead, they tried to use the class trial following all the proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, that made me out to be a killer. But even that didn't work.
そうね。
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempt to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
ええ。
To prove that the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
つまり、
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge.
だけど、
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance, because you believe in me. Another path opened up. Yeah, actually, after I played last session, and just to make you aware, I played last session many days ago. I really haven't had the time. But I heard, I'm still spoiler free, but I heard that if you chose to tell everybody that Kirigiri was lying, it was a game over at that point. That it has an alternative ending or something like that. At that point it will have an alternative ending. And I believe it will be the bad one, obviously. So I pat myself on the back for choosing the correct answer in my first try. And I think it's because I like Kirigiri. If it was Hifumi, for example, I don't think I would have let that go. Still, and I may do a reaction video when I finish this playthrough on the ending that we may have had if I choose to reveal Kirigiri's lie. Because I do want to say it, but I also want you to see my reaction so far. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
違うわ。
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. But it looks like I got it right. This time at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I showed my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
だけど、
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we have done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
そう。
Or everything we have gone through will have been for nothing. You are right. If we can defeat the mastermind, it will cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
ね
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our really enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
え。でも、
Is that really possible?
とにかく
Anyway, right now we have to go find the others.
行きましょうか。
They are probably in the dorms somewhere. Shall we go? Yes, I want to see their reaction of me not being dead. If it has been 3 days, I will be just like Jesus Christ. I know that was a blasphemy, but I don't care. Nom, 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 nom. The dormitories, did you say? Is everyone in the rooms? Well, map doesn't say anything, but let's go knock some doors. Kiyotaka, you will be remembered as that dumb Super Saiyan. Kyoko is with me. Miraculously, I'm still alive. Mondo, I still hate you. Byakuya. This is Byakuya's room. Is he inside?
ね
I don't think he's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Okay. Sayaka, you will be remembered. Not so much because you were the first one to go. Junko, I also wish you were more remembered, but you left so early. But you look cool until the end, so bless you for that. Knock knock. Who's there?
ね
I don't think she's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Okay. Chihiro, you know I love you. You are my number one. And you are still relevant to the story, so I miss you. What would Kirigiri say if I just... it's okay. Just talk curiosity. Celeste, you are also one of my favorite characters. Because, one, you kill Hifumi. I don't appreciate your killing of Taka. But Hifumi is alright. He was really something else. And because we are both Lolitas. You're more into goth Lolita, I'm more into classic Lolita, but I also do goth from time to time. And I do not do sweet at all. So, and your dream here between us is my same dream. Oh well, it's my teenage dream. Right now, my dream is to live alone with my husband in the woods, afar from society, but near enough to receive Amazon packages.
ね
I don't think nobody is here. Probably everyone is in the cafeteria. Sakura, love you so much. Also, so sad you were gone. You did so much for us. Leon, fuck you. Hiro.
ね
Okay. Hifumi, fuck you also. Okay. Let's see if they are all at the dining hall, sorry. Oh, and suddenly we were greeted with... Okay. Did you put a virus in my computer? You again. Is he broken? I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. Jeez, what the heck?
でも
There must be a hidden message there. I will need to see my own recording later. Because maybe that is a clue. I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but to get out of sight of relief. Ah! Everyone!
だよね
みんな
やっぱり苗木だどの角度から見ても苗木だよあら生きてたのね
まったくゴキブリ並みのしぶとさだな
Thank you, Byakuya. I knew you were going to give me such sweet words of encouragement.
念のために聞いとくけど、幽霊じゃねえよな。
And it was actually the question that I was very sure Hiro was going to ask. Everyone was there, all my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
なんだ。
Wait, what's that smell?
なんだこりゃ。
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Come on, guys. Get away. Shoo, shoo. And in a flash, my tears dried up. Just that, guys. Hina, you're the one that I like the most right now. Aside from Kirigiri. So, what have you guys been doing while I was gone? Well, we figured that since the trial was over, we have access to new places again. And? No, guys. All the rooms that were locked before were still locked. So there weren't any new areas. Then where can we go to find new clues? Ugh, you stink. Are you rotten? Rotten physically, mentally, every way you can be rotten. Every way that I can. Sorry. Whenever a phrase that resembles any kind of Eurovision song, I have the urge to sing it. Sorry, I was rolling around in the garbage for a while. This smell is so smelly. Super smelly. You smell even worse than me. Way worse than me. Please bring Genocide Jill back. Wait. She seems happy for some reason. Yeah, I really don't like Toko. I like Genocide Jill. Just because she's bonkers. She's just playing weird. I still can't believe you survived. Yeah, me either. Do you realize what is it to escape execution? It was alter ego. He saved my life.
So,
not too many people can say they had their life saved by a computer program. I'd imagine it was a learning experience for you. You're talking about ghosts? Makoto, what was it like hanging out in the spirit world? I didn't go to the spirit world.
Dabe.
Did you get to talk to her? Who?
Hmm.
It's Cleo. Cleo? No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. I mean, what the heck is Miss Cleo?
Naegi-kun.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Nanda.
Explain. Explain what?
Hmm.
But is it okay that you are here? What if the mastermind catches you?
そうね。
That's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last... Oh, sorry, it's me. I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial?
つま
We are going to redo Mukuro's trial. Wait, seriously? What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it. Like I keep telling you.
り違うわ。
Makoto is the killer, and of course it's not me, or any of you.
はぁ
Then who is it?
なるほどな。
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind.
え
What? You are saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
そうね。
That's right. It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to do to stop it.
だけど
But his decision meant that he will be the one to die.
なんだと
You spoiled the trap, did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. I just, you know.
でも
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Black Hand, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Black Hand is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time. And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you need, didn't you?
そう
Very observant of you.
当然だ。
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you say, now it's the mastermind that's in error. That's what you were referring to.
ひでえぞ。
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again later. So, knowing all this, what do we do now?
それってさ
It's about who killed Mukura, right? So your job is to expose the mastermind? But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery?
でも
But we have been looking around all this time and we still don't have anything, right?
とにかく
You have probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies. Everyone?
なのよ
Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with the way things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
とにかく
Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say.
でも
But figuring out who the mastermind is and how to kill Mukura and all the school mysteries. It's a pretty tall freaking order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh?
私は
I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
ええ
That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint?
It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But, okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
なるほどな。
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable.
Oh, but why?
It means that someone of us is the true mastermind.
つまり
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind will have had to set foot in this school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
つまりだ。
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game.
The mastermind is...
There were 15 of us in the main hall. Sorry, let me redo it. There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Add in Mukuro and you get 16. So, the mastermind will have to be one of them?
そう。
And of the 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or did you get it now? You're saying the mastermind is one of us? You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. If I had learned anything from Umineko, it's that maybe one of the guys that already died is still alive and it's a mastermind. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us. Oh, it's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. That's one possibility we can ignore. Honestly, if I had to choose only from the alive people who will the mastermind be, I will obviously choose Byakuya because he's a dick and he's so almighty that he knows a lot of stuff and blah 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 blah. But I think that's way too easy, so I don't think it's really him. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair. So they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the master, sorry, that's me. But if one of us was the mastermind, they will have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active? Maybe there's not girlfriend controlling him in secret. I don't care how sneaky you are. We will have noticed someone sneaking out that many times. Then maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they direct the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still.
Oh. お前らすでにご承知かと思いますが、これからこの殺し合い学園生活は真の怪盗編へと突入します。そこで公平を期すために学園内の部屋のロックはすべて解除しちゃいます。
Wow, nice.
好きに調べてちょうだいな。思う存分謎を解いてちょうだいな。うぷぷ。では学級裁判でお会いしましょう。
ましょう。How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
まあいいだろう。
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
戸上の名にかけて。
At this point, I can rely only on myself and the Tokami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
じゃあな。
Well then, after making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Master, you didn't take me with him.
Oi, oi.
Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream or coffee. You're totally useless. So, bye. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko? Oh, that's right. You just leave Makoto, Hina, and me. In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too. Wait, how come? Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing. I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know? But up to now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depend on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Makoto? That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless. So, I figure at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that will help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two. Indeed. Oh, so we are going to work together. I hope. Because Kitty Kitty really has a nice brain. Okay guys, I will leave this session until here. It was a pretty good session, I think. We learned so many things. And now I have so many theories. Like, I'm not sure. They're making a lot of emphasis that maybe he's one of the students that's still alive. But I'm thinking that maybe one of the students that is already killed is one of the mastermind. And I'm thinking that maybe is... What was this girl? The one that I like? The chick girl? Yeah, you know, the two ponytail girl. Junko, yeah. Maybe it was Junko? Because she's the only one to suffer a different death, and maybe it was planned all along. I don't know. Maybe it's Chihiro? No, because Chihiro was the one that ate us at the time. Because of that, Monokuma is... Well, no, Monokuma no, the mastermind is... we have him on the corner right now. Okay, well, I wouldn't say that again. I will never say that Chihiro is a mastermind. Never again. Maybe it's Kyoko in part of that memory that she lost. I don't know. There are so many theories. I think I'm going to sleep thinking of them today. So thank you guys for following me until this time, and I will see you in the next session. Bye.